In volume number 3, we go into building a limited class, high capacity competition pistol. And Gene Shuey is going to tell you all about that. So Gene, what's the differences in a 1911 pistol of this style?
This is a classic example that I'm holding, what you have talked about. Let me explain what it has. Okay, the major thing that this type of a pistol has to have with no variation whatsoever, and that is extreme reliability down to every part.
Well, yeah, because one major stoppage and you're out of the match.
That's right. The next thing, make it as accurate as you can possibly make it down to every part.
So everything works, well, this is a blueprinted machine is really what it is. Everything is balanced, everything is tuned to the maximum efficiency to win those matches.
Yes. Then you get into the individual design of the parts to do a function job. All right. Let me explain the difference in the parts in what this pistol is. This pistol has a two-piece frame. One, the frame is steel here, as it's called the upper portion of the frame. The bottom or the grip is polymer.
So what you're saying is the rails and the part that holds the fire control is all steel, but the magazine well and the trigger guard is all polymer.
That is correct.
Okay. And this is a frame by STI.
That is correct.
Okay.
It's called the wide body or high capacity.
Okay, so tell us what else it features.
Okay. One of the advantages of any polymer frame is it can be reshaped to fit a person's hand. Now, let's get into some of the great things that make this type of a pistol competition. The fit of the slide to the barrel, and the barrel to the frame to the slide. All three of those components. Now, why? One, it's going to have to run. It's going to have to race under all kinds of conditions. Number two, we don't want it to wear out on us. So here is what we do. We find the center line of the frame, center line of the barrel, center line of the slide, and then with a drawing, we machine everything on the same center line.
So you truly are blueprinting this gun.
Just like a race engine, like a Formula One, yes.
And then I've felt this gun, and it just is like glass, the way it moves.
That is correct.
And it's just amazing. So tremendous fit and finish, and all of that equates to accuracy.
That is correct.
All right, so we talked about the composition of the frame, the slide, and the fit there. Accuracy-wise, what did you do differently with the barrel?
Okay. The barrel is the highest degree of accuracy of any barrel. What I do is I get the best barrel that I can. I usually hand select them. Then I put them on a test fixture with quantitated ammo and shoot it at 50 yards for the best of the group. And if I approve of it, then I go ahead and put it into the gun. I don't do it vice versa. I don't build the gun and then shoot it for accuracy. The barrel is the heart of it. Remember that.
So all of these things that you're talking about, you teach in the course how for them to be able to make a selection of parts and to fit the parts just like you've done.
That is correct, 100%. Yes.
Excellent. So what about the trigger job or the safety on this gun? Is it different?
I'm glad that you mentioned that. The trigger is the most important thing that we can have in this gun. Normally, the most popular trigger pull is 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds with the absolute minimum amount of trigger travel.
Okay, so wow, that's incredibly light. 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, and that's safe the way we teach it, but will it last?
Absolutely. If you do it right, it will last. Select your parts correctly and follow all the instructions that's in the course. And normally we can get tens of thousands of rounds of 100% safety and reliability and repeatability. The trigger has to say the same for every shot under any kind of condition.
Well, for a competitive shooter, that's really, really important to get that muscle memory and the ability to repeat, and consistency is the secret to winning.
You hit it right on the head, and that's what we teach.
We have talked about this gun, but now I'd like to show you guys some of the processes that we go into in building a custom pistol like this.
In Volume 3, Gene shows you how to build the ultimate double-stack pistol from the ground up, from choosing your options through the entire building process. Some of the special highlights include showing you the AccuRail system, reaming the chamber and head spacing, ramping and polishing the barrel, fitting a reverse plug and guide rod, performing over-travel adjustments. He shows you the tri-glide system. He shows you how to serrate the slide, mill the slide, and install a mag well. The list of tips and techniques that Gene teaches you in this 3-volume set are nearly endless, and only AGI gives you the special techniques you need to know how to tune the extractor, fit the barrel length, and perform a complete trigger job.
How much back angle do we need? All right, there is a general rule of the thumb, and let me show you here. This is our ideal relationship between the sear and the hammer. Normally, this point from here to here is usually 1/3 of this area here that rubs. Now, it can make a difference if you have a very narrow sear here. I don't like those type of sears. I will usually discard them, and I will get one where the sear actually comes out at least to here. So usually the rule of thumb is 1/3 of this distance here. All right, let's see how much we've picked up on reduction of our trigger pull. Okay, it's 3.5 pounds. So we have picked up 1/2 pound just by cutting down the back angle and polishing the nose of our sear face. Here's a couple other things that we can do to lighten this trigger. We know it's safe. We know you don't have any creep in it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the pistol apart, and then we're going to polish some surfaces.
So as you can see, we can teach you everything you need to know to be a certified 1911 pistolsmith. And then you'll be able to build the guns of your dreams. You'll be able to build guns that customers will be clamoring for. These guns will function and fit and work perfectly. And one of the things I really like about what Gene Shuey builds and teaches, he builds not only guns that work well, they're beautiful.
Beautiful. Let me show you something, Kelly.
Okay, well, let's take a look. What? Oh yeah, that's beautiful, all right. I love that.
Yes, this is truly Damascus steel. Many layers of 2 different types of steel, hammered and forged and so forth. What we do is we make that Damascus even more beautiful. What we do is we polish it, etch it, treat it, neutralize it, repolish it again, and this is a finished object.
I call that functional art, Shuey. It's absolutely awesome. So one of the things that's real important is you'll see a gun like this, and with Gene Shuey's guns, I know that they're going to work and work well. But you'll run across others that don't work right. And customers are going to be bringing you their factory guns that may not work right or are broken. You need to know how to fix them. Troubleshooting and repair is really important. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. And what we teach is when you have a malfunction, how to recognize it, how to evaluate it, and then the corrections. All of this is on that particular course in many, many details, because one situation can have 5 different problems and 6, 7 different solutions to gain it.
Absolutely. Let me just show you what he covers in the troubleshooting section.
Master gunsmith Gene Shuey spends nearly 3 hours covering almost every type of problem you will encounter with a 1911 style pistol and its magazines, including feeding problems, extraction problems, ejection problems, slide not returning to battery, hammer follow down, thumb safety and grip safety malfunctions, trigger problems, slide stop failure, mag release malfunction, sight problems, grip problems, loss of accuracy, and the many problems encountered with single and double column magazines. Gene not only describes and demonstrates each problem, he shows you how to fix them.
Well, we've discussed the 3-point bind. Now let's get into the causes and correction of it. The first thing we're going to do is to look at the barrel. These are the 2 most common barrels that you will find. If you'll notice, there are 2 different types of feed ramps on the barrel. This is the old military style, and some of the new Colt barrels are similar to this. This is the one that's on some of the commercial barrels today. We need to correct that, and let me show you what the proper one would look like. There's our sharp shoulder right here. We need to take that down, and we need to roll this back. In other words, more like this. The reason why, because when we start using the wide mouth hollow point bullets, it may catch here. And definitely we want to take that off. Now, let me show you how we're going to do that. We're going to turn it slightly. We're going to start here, and I'm going to turn the barrel as I go. Obviously, we're going to remove more metal here than here, so we want to watch that. Now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get right on the top of that crown. Now, as I turn this, I want to be careful that this portion of my tool doesn't hit the top of the chamber. We don't want any scratches in the chamber because that'll create a problem with feeding. I rotate this. All right, I've got this cut down fairly well. Now we're at this point, I want to caution you about something. That is grinding too far back into here. Here's why. We got this feed ramp just about right. Now we're going to polish it up. Now as we go back into here and the slide is closed and we're ready to fire. Now if you'll see here, we can see the straight part of the case. We don't want to go any further. If we do, what will happen is with some excessive chamber pressure, we have an opportunity to blow that out, and that's no good. Okay, so let's finish up the job.
This is the only complete troubleshooting guide available for the 1911. The DVD is set up so you can go straight to the problem you are experiencing and find the cure. With Gene's help, you'll have your 1911 performing reliably again in no time.
We developed the troubleshooting section of this course so that you'll be able to diagnose any problem that comes up with the 1911 pistol. Now, when you complete AGI's certified 1911 pistol smithing course, you'll be equipped with the information, knowledge, and confidence to build reliable and beautiful 1911 pistols for fun and for profit. So enroll now and take advantage of this special offer. Shuey, I just got to tell you, thank you for sharing a lifetime worth of knowledge and experience with me and with our students. Well, as you have just seen, if you want to build beautiful custom 1911 pistols and become a certified 1911 pistol smith, then you need to enroll in this course from the American Gunsmithing Institute. And in it, you'll learn all about design and function of the 1911 pistol, complete disassembly and reassembly so you have total confidence. You'll learn how to build custom carry guns and how to build a wide-body 1911 from the ground up, plus how to build a complete race-ready 1911 pistol for competition. You'll learn all of that, plus how to do professional trigger jobs on the 1911, and so much more, including complete troubleshooting and repair so your guns will work every time. So in 27 hours of instruction in video, you'll learn all of this and so much more. Do you want to learn complete design, function, and repair of all different types of firearms and become a certified professional gunsmith? If so, go to www.americangunsmithinginstitute.com and request a complete information package.